Welcome to Cook Let's Do This. Today I'm going to tell you how to make tzimmes, which is a traditional Jewish dish popular in Europe and in case of people like my grandmother brought to America. For this dish you will need a Dutch oven. We're going to cook this on the stove, and in the bottom of the Dutch oven you'll start with just a little bit of olive oil to grease the bottom. And you will need a couple sweet potatoes and a couple regular potatoes or russet potatoes. I tried to get Yukon Gold because they're nice and sweet, a lot of sugar content. They didn't have any Yukon Gold this morning, but some type of russet potato or other potato besides sweet potato. Some carrots. I had some baby carrots. I used those this morning. You could use regular carrots and cut them up into small pieces would be fine. 1 lemon, some dried fruit. The most popular ones to use in tzimmes are dates or prunes. I don't like dates and prunes, so I'm using raisins, a few dried apricots, and some dried cherries. You'll also need a little bit of sea salt and some freshly ground cinnamon. So basically what we're going to do is layer this inside the Dutch oven. So after the olive oil, I sliced up some of the sweet potatoes. Well, first I washed them and skinned them, and then sliced them fairly thin, put them in the bottom of the Dutch oven. Then I had a layer of carrots. Then I put a little bit of cinnamon and a little sea salt and a little lemon zest. And then I cut the lemon and added a little lemon juice. And when I was telling you the ingredients, I forgot one ingredient, and that is some maple syrup. Some people like to use honey. You could use either one. I prefer maple syrup. So I added a thin layer of maple syrup. Then another layer of potatoes. This time I used some of the russet potatoes, cleaned and skinned, cut into layers. Then another layer of carrots on top of that. And then some more raisins and apricots and some of the other fruit that I mentioned. So you're basically layering between potatoes, carrots, fruit, a little maple syrup, a little salt, a little cinnamon, and you do this for several layers. And it's going to depend on how many people you're cooking for, how many layers of this you use. For one person, you could conceivably use 1 sweet potato, 1 russet potato, and some carrots. I would say a good rule of thumb would be 1 of each per person, and you'll have more than enough, and you'll even have some leftovers. So you get all that into your Dutch oven, and then you're going to add a little bit of water. For the ones that I used, where I used a couple potatoes and some carrots, I probably put in about, maybe 3/4 of a cup of water. And then you cover it and you heat it on medium heat. Get that hot for maybe 5 minutes, then reduce the heat to low. Cook that for about 1 hour and remove it, and everything inside will be soft, and the juices and flavors will have melded together, and you'll have a wonderful dish like you see here. I hope you'll try it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.